Okay, so I ran a marathon and it only cost me $2, and I'm gonna show you how. But first, some backstory. What's up, guys? I'll start this video off by telling you guys where I am. I am at the doctor's office. I am about to go look over my MRI results. I did get the results from one of the workers at the MRI clinic early, and from what I can tell, there is no stress reaction or fracture in my foot. I've been getting some pain in the outside of my foot and wanted to make sure before the Tough Mudder in Saudi Arabia that it's nothing crazy. I've definitely pushed too hard, too fast in the past, and I'm trying to dial it back and be intelligent about my training. And so I've taken 3 days off running. It sucked and definitely caused some doubts about this race, but I'm about to go into the doctor's office, and if I get the green light to train, I'm gonna start running immediately and also get back on the bike. But most likely, from what I can tell by the MRI results, I think it's either the forming of a Taylor's bunion on the outside of my foot or some sort of irritation from my shoes being too narrow. So we'll see what happens, but I'll talk to you guys after.
A few moments later.
All right, just got out, and great news. It is not a stress fracture, which I didn't think it was, but it's also not a stress reaction, which is kind of when the bone starts to degrade. Doesn't have enough healing time between impactful training sessions. It's not that either. It is a Taylor's bunion. He did say I might need surgery in the future, probably, which I'm not stoked about because I've already done the whole be in a boot thing for 6 to 12 weeks and it sucks. But I normally don't recommend this for soft tissue, but we did throw a cortisone shot in there because it's more of a inflammation of the joint right now. And also with the soft tissue there, it's not as much of an issue from what I understand and what he was explaining. And I have a big race in a couple weeks. I am gonna go crank out the Tough Mudder in Saudi Arabia is the goal, and I know I have the potential to win. And so I'm gonna send it. I've taken a couple weeks off of quality training, but I have a lot of good fitness. So I'm gonna go start training right now because he said I'm good to go train. So your boy is gonna go train. And before I go train, I do want to talk about something that I think you young men especially can take possibly a small example from. If your employment offers you some sort of HSA, and more importantly, an HSA match, take it because it's not taxed. And so basically you're taking money straight from your paycheck, so it's not taxed, and it's going straight into your HSA. And if they have a match, you're doubling it. So then if you want to leave and go and do something on your own like I am doing right now, you still have all that money in your HSA. So always max it out. I know it sucks not bringing home as much pay, but always max that out, because you could have something like this where you want peace of mind to go train your balls off, or maybe you want to have a kid one day and you're like, I don't have the money, and then you realize you have a bunch of money in your HSA. So always max out your HSA. It's basically like getting 7 extra %, or honestly, with how much they take out of your paycheck, it's probably closer to 20 extra. That's not taxed. It's no brainer. Send it. You're under the pressure. All right, so I'm just checking over some data points because as soon as the doctor said I could run, I want to run far. And so since I'm training for this ultra, I basically have had a very sporadic but unintentional peak phase. And I don't want that 3.5 weeks out from a competition. And that's exactly what happened. So what I'm gonna try and do is actually build a ton of fatigue for the next 1.5 weeks and then try and come out of that hole in the last 2 weeks before the race. So I'm checking to make sure that that is gonna work, and then also thinking about like how soft tissue is gonna handle that, etc. Trying to plan that out before I just go crazy and run, basically. All right, starting my run finally. I'll be honest with you guys, I am absolutely pissed off right now. I feel like I'm in the shape of my life and I keep having to stop for stupid stuff that's not even overuse injuries. Like, just feel like the last 2 years has been calcaneus fracture, weird stuff with my foot, and like now weird stuff with my foot in a different area, and I'm just pissed. But enough of that. I'm gonna run until I feel like my stride is affected and not past that. But I taped it up like crazy and I think I'm good to go. It feels pretty much normal right now. So we'll see how far I make it. Sorry, I forgot to say, the goal for today is just to feel it out. I might go super long because I have a super big deload into today basically. I wish I was racing today because of that, but yeah. So I'm just gonna go until I feel like I should stop, really. No plan today besides that. All right, made it to the trail. It's honestly feeling good with what the doctor did on the bottom with a little cutout and some tape. Feels good. So I'm gonna keep running, and I brought my mouth mount so you guys can come along with me. Mile 5.5, still feeling good. Mile 8, still feeling great. Mile 10.5, feeling really good. A little icy. Mile 13.1, half marathon, an hour 36 in, still feel good, so I'm gonna keep going. It's getting windy though. All right, 15 and a half miles in, about 2-ish hours in. My lower legs are getting smoked from these zero drop shoes because I'm not used to it and I don't want to make my Achilles worse. Sorry, sweat's dripping on you guys. So I'm gonna try these guys because they're typically pretty decent on the width. So, and they have a good drop. So I'm gonna try those because I don't want to flare up my Achilles and see how much farther I can run. Also gonna change my socks really quick because I'm getting rubbed like crazy with those ankle socks. So I'm going for some low volume crew socks. You know what? Screw it. I am going to do a little bit of stretching and put my headlamp on because I kind of feel like seeing if I want to do a marathon right now. So I'm gonna get the headlamp out because it's gonna get dark and go run a marathon, I think. Also, I realized it's gonna get cold, so I'm gonna swap from a short sleeve to a long sleeve, and then this is just a heart rate strap. Obviously I'll keep that on, but I pretty much always train with a heart rate strap on just because I like really accurate data. I'm a bit of a data nerd. All right, also bringing poles. Peace out. All right, I'm gonna hide the poles because I don't really feel like I need them. Hopefully no one steals those in the next hour. I'll run back this way in a bit. All right, mile 19, about 222 in, feeling pretty decent, just chilling in like zone 1 pace, like really easy, just trying to get there and feel everything, but not push. This isn't like going for a fast time or anything, just chilling. Woo! Look at that. All right, mile 21 at 2:38:40. Honestly, still feel really good. I've toned it down to like 7:30 to 8-minute miles, like in that range, mainly on chill terrain, and just really enjoying the run and the sunset. I'll see you guys probably at mile 23, 24. So beautiful. Mile 23.2, so basically less than a 5K left. Feeling good. No wall. I've got Swedish fish in my cheeks because I honestly haven't really been eating and drinking enough, so I'm trying to get back on that. Just really grateful. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's tempting for me to want to just keep running and make myself hurt because I want to feel the pain. But sometimes discipline is holding back, knowing that's not my game plan, and I'd rather be grateful for this run instead of angry. I'm really grateful to be out here, so hope you guys are too. Mile 25 is telling me. Honestly, it's 3 hours and 6 minutes in, a little over about 25 miles in, and I think I might just end it here. Or actually, I'm gonna do a bike ride after this. I'll see you there. All right, just got home. Ended at 3 hours and 20 minutes and 29 seconds. Right at 26.2 miles. I did the whole jog back and forth thing, which typically I don't do, but just because I wanted to make it a marathon, I did that. So yeah, there it is. I'm gonna go hit the bike after I grab some water. I didn't hydrate enough because I am thirsty. Anytime you're thirsty after a run, you probably slacked on hydration, which I for sure did. I just carried 2 bottles. So what are you gonna do? I'm gonna go hit the bike. So just finished up basically 3 to 5 minutes, zone 1, then 10 pull-ups, back and forth for about 35 minutes. Forgot to start my watch the whole time, but yeah, just basically trying to teach my upper body to be able to handle stuff while I'm also prioritizing blood flow to the legs, because your heart's actually going to pump blood to where it's using the muscles. So trying to work on that a bit. Easy way to do it is on the bike. So yeah, gonna call this a night, and it's like 9 p.m. and instead of watching a show, I'm gonna try and edit this. So I'll catch you guys later.
All right, so that is how I ran a marathon for basically $2, because the liquid IV was free that I used in my hydration bladders, and then I had 1 granola bar, and I think I had about 24 Swedish fish. So spent less than $2 on that whole experience, and I just want to encourage you guys, like, it doesn't always have to be about the events. It doesn't have to be paying a lot of money to go to a marathon or do an Ironman or things like that. You can do that stuff on your own just for fun. So hopefully this encourages you to maybe think outside the box, try something new, and instead of putting in an event on your calendar, if you can't afford that, just do it. I think I might be trying an Ironman sometime, but we'll see. Catch you later.